Good evening and welcome to Tech Talk. I'm your host, Brooke Price. Now, if you're like most of us, technology has infiltrated almost every area of your life. Whether you're communicating with others, placing orders online, banking, or researching various topics, we do it now with so much ease because of technology, it's hard to imagine life before it. But tonight we will take a look at 3 cautionary tales that will cause you to look at technology a little differently. Our first cautionary tale comes to us tonight from a September 2015 article that was in The Journal. The Journal is a publication that's devoted to the use of technology in education, and this article evaluated 2 years of assessment data and also interviewed hundreds of cybersecurity professionals across various occupations, including healthcare, education, finance, and technology on the issue of cybersecurity. The article concluded that among the top of the list was education in dealing with its cybersecurity concern of the use of social media in the workplace. Across all industries, however, other cybersecurity concerns included disposing of and protecting sensitive data, identifying phishing threats, protecting confidential information, and working safely outside the office. The article also reported the lack of cybersecurity knowledge has increased phishing attacks 13% since 2014. So, how can these cybersecurity concerns be remedied, you may ask? With the implementation of security education programs, these programs must not only teach, but also assess workers' cybersecurity knowledge, such as oversharing on social media and handling data properly. Our second cautionary tale comes to us tonight from a December 2015 article from NEA Today. The NEA Today is a monthly publication from the National Education Association, and it focused on the Los Angeles Unified School District and their desire to put an iPad in the hands of their over 650,000 students to the tune of $6.5 million. The rollout began 2 years ago and instantly hit roadblocks. Some of the problems that were encountered included the Pearson program that had been previously installed on the iPads had glitches. Students hacked into devices, and Wi-Fi infrastructure was inadequate. Also, 2 years later, the FBI still has an ongoing investigation because of the close ties between the district superintendent and the Apple Corporation. The main failure, however, was a dire lack of teacher training. The article goes on to stress that one of the main failures was that the district had failed to develop a why. They lacked vision and an answer to the question, what is it that we want students to be able to do with this technology? They had failed to get teacher input from the beginning, so at the end of the day, they had high-dollar technology but no training on how to implement the iPads. Available studies have not yet shown that technology bolsters student achievement, likely because of the homework gap and low connectivity issues for lower income students. So, what could remedy this situation for this second cautionary tale, you might ask? The missing piece of the puzzle is to get stakeholders involved, especially teachers, earlier on. Another remedy for this situation is to pause and not to succumb to the desire to purchase every new piece of technology without developing the why. School systems should be wise to gather stakeholders and develop a plan to integrate new technology, plan how teachers will be trained, and develop a goal for student achievement. Our third and final cautionary tale comes to Tech Talk from a January 2015 article found in U.S. News and World Report, and it cautions readers about the growing trend of activity trackers. Over the course of any given day, you're likely to see multitudes of people wearing an activity tracker across all ages and genders. Or in fact, you might be sitting at home right now with your Fitbit around your wrist. The article states that this obsession comes from the technical race to quantify every dimension of our health and fitness. Ask almost anyone who wears a Fitbit or any kind of activity tracker, and they'll speak about how they love the motivation and accountability that it offers. However, being so health conscious does come at a price, especially for the 20 million women and 10 million men who suffer with disordered eating. The daily use of an activity tracker is cause for alarm for this population, as it encourages obsessive compulsive disorder type behavior. The activity tracker becomes a vehicle for counting steps and calories and takes the focus off overall health and well being. To remedy this issue, some in the health field are calling for activity trackers to be set with features that will flag when energy input and output are far off balance, or they will require a rest day after so many days of consecutive intense exercise. The ultimate goal is for a person to learn to enjoy exercise for the sake of exercise and not for the sake of a number. I hope that you have enjoyed this edition of Tech Talk. I am Brooke Price.